Oh, Lord. So you may ask the question.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the Powerhouse radio station are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show, found on the Powerhouse radio station, can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or conditions. Opinions stated by various contributors to the Powerhouse Radio and its programming are not to be considered as endorsed by the Powerhouse Radio station. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusion. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind.
Reggae Plus Radio on the internet.
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our life through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us visions lest we perish. Knowledge send us, Heavenly Father, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, the land of my birth. I will never leave her shores. I will never run away. I will always return them unto the green. I say, how are you all doing? Greetings, greetings, greetings.
Greetings.
You know, we can't play too much of it because they'll shut us down.
Lady,
But
they say we'll never run away and later we run away.
No, we have not run away.
But not how we ran away.
A better life and then come back. That's how we didn't do anything wrong. We don't do nothing wrong.
Well, some of them don't want to go back.
I've been doing so many, right? Because you watch the news and you watch all of these things, and that is what you see. But you know what? Before I even get in it, happy Independence, Jamaica. Jamaicans all over the diaspora want to say Jamaica, all over the world. We just want to say
all over the world.
Happy Independence Day.
Some persons would say we're not
free, but
But
At least we got the title,
we
eh?
got the title, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Celebrating it for years, right?
yeah.
It's
That's
first.
it.
For
It's
so we
first.
might as well continue to celebrate until the the fat lady sings. Uh,
We
Mm-hmm.
can't worry too much what people are say.
we can't worry too much about what people say. But here we go. Jamaica Independence Date commemorates the end of more than 300 years of British colony rule and the beginning of Jamaica's sovereignty. On August the 6th, 1962, the Jamaica Independence Act, passed by the UK Parliament on July 19th, 1962, made the date official. Independence followed decades of political activism, labor movement, and constitutional reform led by figures such as Norman Manley and Alexander Bustamante. On August the 6th, 1962, the Union Jack was lowered and the new Jamaican flag, black, green, and gold, was raised for the first time. Princess Margaret officiated the ceremony. All right. Well, the culture pride highlight in Jamaica is their music, their food, their arts, and tradition. In space of unity, it's bringing Jamaicans together worldwide and their historical remembrance, acknowledging the struggles from slavery to full independence. Jamaicans celebrate independence with large street parades, concerts, fireworks, and cultural displays. Even across Jamaica in diaspora's community, including festivals in cities like Miami Gardens, London, New York, America. How about that? Independence Day is part of the broader Emancipance celebration, beginning with Emancipation Date on August the 1st. Jamaica Independence Day remains one of the country's most important national holiday, celebrating its freedom, heritage, and enduring resilience. Happy Independence Day, Jamaica. Right? Happy
Yeah.
Independence Day. I love when we started out with the national anthem and then moving on to some Eric Donaldson. So we can't play too much of everything on the show, but nonetheless, we put in what we can put in because we are celebrating the independence. Even though the naysayers may say whatever the naysayers want to say, we still celebrate Jamaica independence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna make it all about Jamaica today, and some of the things that are going on in Jamaica right now. All right. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna reason on some of that. Some big things going on, and gonna put some of them on the screen, and some of them we're not going to put on the screen.
Yeah. The police shooting and killing continues.
Ah,
The hospital's lack of equipments and necessity is still lacking
okay, okay, okay.
after so many years of independence. Yes,
64 years.
yes, of independence, and still can't get it together. Yeah.
Oh.
The biggest one of all, man still a find out to them I wear jacket.
Oh, gayism is at its peak, and gayism is at its peak now in Jamaica. That never used to be. At l- at least if it had existed, they kept it under
Oh,
cover. But now I heard King Street full light.
Mm,
the
And
beer
parade on King Street full light, man.
mm.
all through the island.
Yeah, they're not hiding anymore. So just It's just, and people getting AIDS. AIDS is rampant in Jamaica again. All of these things is going on. And you say, what's going on? The people didn't learn after all these years, all these governments, they haven't learned. What are they doing? Are they still sleeping? Wake up, Jamaica, wake up. It's time to wake up.
Okay, so there's also some good things
Yes,
that's
they
going on
are.
in Jamaica,
Yeah,
right?
they are. There is. They have stoplight now. You know, with all them fast cars, they have stoplight. They have, I mean, there are a lot of improvement. The island look much better now. It's more lighted. It's more. When I went out there 2 years ago, not quite two, almost 2 years ago, it seemed nice. You know, certain areas they did build up, but they really need to fix the roads.
They got indoor plumbing now.
Hey,
Mhm. That's
okay, they
That's
got
true.
this.
Yes, sirree. And look, you not have to go out the pipe, go catch water anymore. It's right there in your homes, in the countryside and all over. Because remember, countryside used to have to go to the river or go to pipe. Go to pipe, carry your bucket or your pan, go to pipe in the middle of the square and catch your water and take it back home. Now you have shower indoors, used to have outdoor cold shower, now you have warm shower.
Yes, a lot of
Yeah,
houses has heated water, right?
yeah, improvement. There's a lot of improvement.
Lots of improvements and changes going on. We have big supermarkets,
That too.
right? So
Lot of imported food.
lots of imported food, may they be good for you or not good for you. Lots of imported food. Yes. Come on, give all the good things that's going on in Jamaica.
Hotels are so expensive now. It's ridiculous.
That's a good thing. That's just a good thing. Yeah.
For,
Well, we've covered the national anthem. We've covered Eric Donaldson. So let's go to the Jamaica's national pledge. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love
okay.
and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body,
Mhm.
the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. So, with the Jamaica National Pledge,
Mhm.
are we fulfilling some of these things in the Jamaica National Pledge?
1%.
Mhm.
1%.
Some there's a little bit more than 1% because to be honest
You
with
see,
you,
oh, Queen get kicked off. Queen get kicked off. So I think a lot. If we going back to the national pledge, Jamaica, they're doing a lot to beautify Jamaica. So we're increasing the beauty. Um,
But that's one sector.
yeah, the fellowship and the prosperity. I'm not too sure. You have some that is in the prosperity and some that is being left behind.
Yeah.
So I think we need to double down on that prosperity for all. And did anyone watch Lisa Hannah? I think I put it in the group. Lisa Hannah gave some thoughts as to some things that she will do if she was the prime minister for one day. And there was a lot of little backlash here and there in regards to her and some of her suggestions that she most definitely did present. Look like it's just me, you Jai get kick off too. I don't know what's going on with them and their situations.
Uba Kaba.
Kuba Kaba, they must say we have to talk good, stand good. So I wanted to play a little of what Lisa Hannah um, said, and want to know some of you thoughts on that. If you all can just respond or even call in, y'all know, with some of what she says. And I thought I'm trying to pull it up right here. But yeah, she said some real good things. There's other things going on in Jamaica where we want to touch as well. The King's Arbor Walk, it's getting a transformation. Spanish Town Hospital development is almost complete, so it was said. Um, the Ghana and Jamaica is coming into deep alliance with one another. So that's also a good thing with Ghana. They're talking about not just the nurses that are coming to Jamaica, but they're also talking about the bringing teachers to Jamaica, mathematicians and English, writing and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. Greetings, Beswick. Greetings, too strong. Lodge up yourself. He says good night.
Tucson, good night,
Good to
Tucson.
see you. So yeah, so we have some other things that is popping.
Yes,
Starting to pop
yeah.
Jamaica.
Residential areas being built up.
Huh?
The residential areas are not being built up.
Some of it are.
They're too
Wait,
slow.
Yeah, but some of it is building up. And like I said, the people I got cut off, but I said a mouthful.
yeah, you
Not
were
know,
talking, you got cut
yeah,
off.
not knowing I was cut off. But I can see a lot of improvement in terms of that. You see, because of the YouTube community, Jamaica is changing for the local people. Okay? Because these young men now, they're thinking positive. They're not just getting that money and spending it freely. Yes, they love their fast car as usual and their bikes. But most of them and the majority of them, they're building their communities. I have been watching, keeping track of these young YouTubers, and I see where they're building homes, they're build businesses. I mean, if you really, really start looking into it, and they're improving their families. You know, the mother, I see them taking their mom out of them little broken down homes and putting them in homes with running water and even a living room area. I mean, there is a lot of improvement in terms of the community,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
Yeah.
a lot of individuals are starting to take life seriously and
Yes.
having assets and things
Mm-hmm.
seriously. So yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with
Yeah.
that. I really agree with that.
Yeah.
Thing that
Yeah. They
Yeah,
have grown. They have grown, lady, and the respecters. I think they have really grown. From
sorry.
I'm in the the older region of life. Okay, and what I've seen growing up and what I've seen now, there's so much improvement. I mean, lady can tell you I went there one time and end up boohooing because I look at the hill where we're coming from and what it is now, and I look at it and I say, my God, look at this. The changes, the improvements, the things that's going on. Not just overseas, being overseas, but people there. They're building, they're thinking of later on and the generations later. So they're building for them. Their farms. Whew, more of them doing farming now than say 10 years ago.
The
Yeah.
change in it, one of the young men who put his mother into a new home,
Hmm.
he went back and realized, mommy, realized that she have a new bathroom inside. She had to use trimming system.
So what she was using? Still using the commode, the chimney, not the commode, the chimney.
But the respected are easy.
Not easy.
Me, she using. She didn't know that she had a toilet and what the toilet was for. Come on, now, the respect.
Yeah, so should I use this? Should I use the chimney?
Come on, the respect. What kind of pasta you spreading on the people?
But you know, the respect that is terrible because even when they had the outdoor bathrooms, they had a toilet. Most of them, they had a toilet.
Yeah, yeah. Even if
So I don't know why she wouldn't know what it's for.
uh-huh.
You
You
know
would
what?
have
You watch
thought.
too
You
much
would have thought.
African.
You would have
You
thought
know, a
Jamaica.
lady. You watch
Hold
too
on.
much African movie where they show them thing they do.
You would have thought Jamaica stole the respecter's wife the way he be acting against Jamaica.
Happy Independence to you. Happy Independence.
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day.
That was the article.
Happy Independence, everybody.
Happy Independence. So there was an article because we have a couple of things that we're gonna cover. The Kingston Harbor Spanish town, what Lisa Hanna said, and the alliance with the Africans with Ghana, and those things. But there's something that was circulating. It was posted by Basil. He says, saw this circulating on social media today, Independence Day. What are your views and reaction to this? Respectable and honest, intelligent conversation and comments. Please note this in. So it goes like this: life is a bitch. Siaga and the JLP actively partnered with President Carter and President Reagan and the CIA to mash down and destroy Michael Manley and his government, and in the process, hollow out the middle class and destroy the Jamaican economy that has not fully recovered to this day. Now, the same JLP government and the Siago Blue Eye protege Holness are getting slapped around and made to feel the effects of the same brutality and evil they gladly reached out for and fell in with back in the day. The same knife that stick goat, stick sheep. What goes around damn well comes around. Sadly, vulnerable people suffer the most every time. That was the comment. So one person wrote, we need a comprehensive account of our recent past, 1960 to 2020. So far, we've heard versions from the supporters of the PNP and former CIA operatives. I have not seen or heard any sober account from supporters of the JLP. A serious academic research of political events during this period could form the basis for intelligent decisions in the future and greater national awareness. Another comment said Manley didn't need any help. Singapore came to Jamaica in the 1960s before Manley got in power to model what was happening in Jamaica. Look at Singapore today. Another one says, in total agreement with Bruce Golden, recent statement should be on everyone's lip. And I'm going to play Bruce Golden recent statement that he also made because we're talking about Jamaica and celebrating Jamaica independence. Another said, do as I say, but not as I do. Sum up the lost party approach to governance, which has been passed down from Siaga to Brogard. Then another last, and this is the last one I'm gonna read, I think. Manley didn't need any help to mash down things. Not saying USA and Arciaga didn't contribute, but Manley never understood till too late that rhetoric has consequences. He may have commanded the podium, but read the room wrong. USA is sticking everyone right now, and whether subtly or not so, USA has always looked out for its own interests. So it's hard to say it's a wholeness issue.
But lady,
Go ahead.
only black prime minister we ever had did a great job. And when he left, Jamaica didn't owe. Not even 10% of what we owe now. PJ Patterson.
I know who you're talking.
He did a great job. He left it good for them.
But you see, the thing is, the respecter, they are trying supposedly to improve Jamaica and to make Jamaica more modern, right?
Only,
In the
only
process of doing that, they haven't been really thinking thoroughly and thinking of the long term effect of whatever they have been doing. And because of that, these things happen. They hold everybody. They loses everything. They lost their airline. They lost everything really. Now they're losing the beachfronts too. So I mean, it's the way they did things, and not really researching these things for long term effect. And even the money that they took the other day after the storm, that's going to be something else to think about too, because again, they borrowed all this money for light and what have you, and it has to be paid back. So I mean, and that's going to put Jamaica in another hole. So I mean, they have to really thoroughly investigate these deals and these things that they're doing supposedly to improve the country and make some good solid decisions long term that's gonna help stabilize the people and the country.
You all go ahead. I got to move real quick. Go ahead.
what you're saying, Queen, is a lot
Mhm.
of sense. But I do believe that there's certain part of Jamaica that they don't have to touch for nothing. The middle class sectors, those places are still looking good and good. But they never put any effort into the poor sectors. None of them put any effort into what we call ghettos. It's still poor, still run down, and they don't care.
Mhm.
People still carrying water on their head in certain sectors of the country.
Well, Boo, in all countries you find that, even here in America,
No,
you
no, no.
find,
But there,
the same thing goes on. You find
uh,
certain areas
It's a
that
part of
are,
the economic game.
yeah, it's a part of it,
game, the
you
game,
you 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 find in every country. But what I was concerned about and what I spoke on is the people and the resiliency that they have in terms of doing for themselves, you know, because they can do. I was watching this program where it's like this street, and the people actually went out there and started to pave the road. They put bricks and rocks on there first, then they threw down the sand and put the cement down, and the road is looking good. So I
But they
mean,
shouldn't have to do that either, though.
they didn't have to. The government should have done that. But what I'm
Exactly. You got
saying
to
is
think
that
that's their
sometimes you have
hard-earned
to
money
do,
as well.
yeah,
So I would honestly say, granted, kudos to them for doing
yeah,
something, but it's sad that you felt like you had to do that.
yeah. But the government been corrupt like that, where they get the money and they spend it amongst themselves instead of the people. It's not something that is new. Like I said, I'm way up there in the upper age group, and I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen that happen. Even though I wasn't living there, I've been here in the state for many many years. But I always go back and visit. I used to go sometime twice a year. I used to go out there and
I think I think my argument is how picky and greedy are you though? Roads, you're making an argument about roads when I feel like piping costs more to put down than to put down roads. So you honestly do have a big issue.
big issue. Because, like you're saying, the road is important, yes, but there's other things more or just as important.
But
Making
I
sure
mean, even in the lower class communities, what I'm trying to say is like I feel like the fee to reroute piping and to create, like you said, oh, everybody able to have running water and don't have to go to the square to collect water in a bucket. I feel like that's more costly than you laying a road.
mm,
and they need to do that
yeah.
further the road.
Mhm. But there's still
So you
community
just
that don't
boldly
even have
taking money, like
water.
you're boldly stealing. Like, oh nope, you can
Yeah.
bust your car up again in the ditch. It's okay. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah. There are community that still does not have water. They're fighting to get water. I mean, there is so much structural deficiency in Jamaica that is ridiculous, and they're not. It's like they partially fix it, they put a little cosmetic over it, and leave it, and then a year or two later on, it's gone.
Queen, what they're doing, they're controlling the water. The government is controlling the water. They're turning it off from the tower. They turn it on, they turn it off. So it's not like the water lines are not active. The government is turning off the water and turning it back on.
Yeah, but some community does not have water. I mean, and they need to use these monies that they have to do these things. Like Jai said, they need to fix the roads so it don't tear your car up. They need to put water in these communities that does not have water pipes, that's not run correctly. There's a lot of things they need. The flooding. Oh my God, flooding. You mean after all these years, 60 odd years, you still can't figure out how to stem these flooding? We know that it's low line. So you know that. So you're gonna do things to make it a little bit more stable. So every time it rains, everybody don't get flooded.
The best way to fix the problem to me is to get rid of the problem, which is the Labor Right Party. Get rid of
Oh,
all.
all right. You be mentioning about the Labor Right Party and getting rid of them. Do you really feel what have the PNP said in
Clearly,
their statements that you feel, or do you feel that the PNP would do a better job, or are you saying that both parties are no good? Maybe a new party need to form, and maybe the people need to support a new party. What are you saying?
what
Because
I'm
we get
saying is,
go ahead.
I spoke a little too fast. I am not for neither one. They
Okay.
both, when they're in there, do wrong to the people. Because I look at it this way: every prime minister, since I can, as far back as I can go, nothing changed with the poor sector is. It's still board of houses and get a living, and the crime and violence is the same. So I'm not for either party. So I said that wrong. But
But some did better than some.
now
Mhm.
the
And
prime
I
minister
think that get
have some empathy for the people due to the fact that he have more than enough and resources. He can make a huge difference for those sectors. But he's holding on to it for him and his family and friends. And it's wrong.
ghetto when you say ghetto is everywhere. I think just about I think every
I
country.
understand that. But when you're in the position as a prime minister or president and you not have the opportunity because you speak on it and you give people um believe that you're gonna make a difference for them and they go all the way for you and you get where you need to be and you don't do nothing in those areas. Every time it rains, two or three houses leaking. And those people don't have jobs because those areas don't have people don't have cars. So you gotta take bus and walk and all those things. And there's no good businesses in the poor sectors. It's cheap living.
Okay, I'm gonna go on because I have the recording here now that I pulled up. I'm gonna go on and bring up the speech that Bruce Golden made, and if we can get you all thoughts on that. Let's Scribe says, "Good evening, the Powerhouse family, Powerhouse Radio family." Also, Conrad said 3 areas of Jamaica: town, country, tourism. And Conrad also said Jamaicans don't want it fixed. They love it. They love it. They sure do. Because if they wanted it fixed, I think that they'll go out there and protest and
And make noise.
do make noise and
Yeah.
really look at whom they're voting for. Um, whichever party it is that they choose that is saying what they want to hear. All right. In other words, so I'm gonna touch this with Golden, and then Lisa Hannah had put out a statement before this with Golden, and she was asked the question if she was prime minister for one day, what and what would she do? And I can honestly say I loved what Lisa said, but let's touch Bruce since I had read that statement from that Basil had posted on social media. So here we go. Let's go and touch Lisa Hannah and I'm sorry, Bruce Golden first, and then I'm gonna go on and play with with um with Lisa Hannah. Okay, so here we go.
Are being handed down, not after discussions and negotiation, but by social media posts at 2:30 in the morning when most of us are asleep.
Former Prime Minister Bruce Golding is expressing disappointment at the current state of the relationship the U.S. has with Caribbean countries. The former Prime Minister is of the view that the Monroe Doctrine of 1823, which assumes control of the Western Hemisphere by United States, has resurfaced. He also elaborated on the effects these developments are having on the economy.
New tariffs were imposed on us in January of last year. Tariffs on the goods that we export to America. Although America enjoys a huge trade surplus with Jamaica. What we export to the United States is less than a quarter of what we import.
Mr. Golding also addressed the Jamaica-Cuba Health Cooperation.
Countries and companies that do business with Cuba run the risk of incurring severe penalties. We are being forced to contribute to the strangulation of the Cuban people who have helped us in so many ways.
Meanwhile, Mr. Golding says the country has still not been told about the specific arrangements for how the expected third country nationals will move through the country. He believes Jamaica is not the only country asked to sign this kind of agreement. However, he also says he does not believe that these agreements were entered into joyfully.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio, when he visited Jamaica in March of last year, is only the latest highly placed American official who has boasted of the strong, long-standing bond of friendship between Jamaica and the United States. But let us be very clear. What is being done to us is not friendship. Holding a gun to your head and insisting that you must be reasonable and do things their way, that is not friendship. The United States has put us under severe stress. That's not what friends are for.
Crystal Williams reporting for CVM News.
New rules are being handed down, not after...
It was courtesy of CVM News. So we thank the reporting of that, and we have some other clips, but we're going to stop right there with the clips. As what Bruce Golding says, I really applaud him, and with him just coming out blatantly and just speaking the truth of on all aspects with Cuba, with you're saying these are your friends when exactly friends don't do what is being done to Jamaica and to other countries that are being strong armed. During our family reunion, one of my cousins said, when we were reasoning on it, it was a couple of us, and he was like, well, there's no way that Jamaica could withstand the tariffs and being stopped for import here in America to America. So on that aspect, he feels that Andrew hands was tied, and that was the right thing for him to do. you know.
Far from truth.
When it's just like when you was playing that a while ago, and what came into my mind was the importing of goods and the exporting of goods. Um, Jamaica is the tariff. You know, Cuz is right. The tariffs are high, and you can detect it from the prices that we pay here for items that comes from Jamaica. And even though we know that some of it don't really come from Jamaica, it comes from other island or other, countries. But the tariff is really high. And why are they doing that if they're our friends? Why are we being charged more than everywhere else? Because even if you go to the Spanish aisle, the food are much cheaper than when you go to the Jamaican area. You know, so you say, yes, you're my friend, but what are you doing for me really? Other than periodically you give us some aids in terms of maybe finances or what have you. But what are you really giving us? Another thing, the stress factor, that is true also. You know, um, they are stressed in Jamaica. They're stressed in Jamaica. Jamaica is trying to keep up with them,
Reason
and
why
because they're supposed to be the power country. Go ahead, the respecter.
One of the reasons why China is China. You see how much they did to China? 10%. Because if they did more than 10%, China was going to match what they did. So Jamaica was supposed to match whatever America put on Jamaica. Jamaica was supposed to match it. Anything coming into Jamaica, America will pay the same price as Jamaica is paying what they're doing to Jamaica. It's not for
But
you.
what Golden is saying, we're friends, so why not share
Some
with
of
us?
some of that part. It don't matter friends or not. If I'm the prime minister and they're putting 25% tariff on my country, I'm gonna balance it out and bring up what they're bringing into Jamaica. So they pay the same to balance things out. We're not supposed to accept it and just keep our tariff low. They raise days up and we keep ours low. No, it's supposed to raise yours too.
But not just raising the price, respect that they're not bringing the food here. Because Jamaica have about 300 different variety of mangoes. And you
Understand?
can't even find any here.
I understand what I'm
They,
saying.
they definitely don't allow. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. You can go what you're saying.
Yeah, I think they definitely Jamaica need to step up as far as growing their own produce, because a lot of the produce they stopped growing due to the fact of the export thing that
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
A
Jamaica,
lot of the farmers, a lot of things that are even imported to Jamaica. I don't even understand where they're even imported to Jamaica, exported to Jamaica, because I mean imported to Jamaica because of the fact that okay, Jai drop. Because of the fact that when we used to do ginger, right? That export died out. That's taken. Cane. We did, you know what? There's no real big goods that they're really importing
yeah,
um,
there is.
from huh?
There is.
Like
They don't even
rum.
meat product,
They say one of
lady.
the biggest imports is rum,
They're still doing. They're still
right? What?
in the world with Blue Mountain coffee. They are
That's
still big.
export.
They are still big with the backside. They are still big.
There is
They make flour to make bread. Jamaica is shipping a lot of different things to America. Building materials as well. Rum.
where I was reading the biggest export that Jamaica is doing to with America is rum.
Mm.
They didn't bring
Rum,
up
coffee.
nowhere in it said
Not
anything
even
about
the coffee. The coffee not doing like it used to do anymore.
There you go. It's still good, Queen.
and I don't know anything about lumber. Where you're talking about lumber is being exported out. It's mostly being bought in.
Uh, Mexico, I thought.
No, not necessary wood lumber. I don't mean it that way.
Okay.
There's still quality material that Jamaica is sending different countries.
I know
I,
about food
like
sources, but um I know about
Dan
the
says,
other
I'm
stuff.
not surprised.
Mm.
I'm not surprised. We're a black country. He also stated it could be payback for doing business with China.
it is. That's the number one reason.
But what have America done for us? Why we shouldn't have done business with China?
And China do more for us than they do.
Than they do, definitely.
But America do business with all the other countries, so they do business with every country anyway. So I mean, I can. It's what you let them get away with.
Yeah,
There's some, is what the government let them get away with, like Lady said. Yeah.
yeah. I think that Bruce Golden's statements were on point. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yes, I think so
a
too.
lot of
Yeah.
comments are why didn't they would love to hear what Andrew has to say about Bruce Golden and what the statement that Bruce himself made. But the difference between Bruce and Andrew at this particular time is that Bruce is not in office. So he can say whatever comes to his mind and whatever he chooses to say. May it be the right things that he are saying. But Andrew is not in that position where he can say
You
the
remember?
things that because he's the prime minister.
You remember
But
why
you
Bruce
have to understand.
Go ahead, the respecter. Remember,
stepped down?
say that again.
Do you remember why Bruce Golden stepped down? When he,
Well, due to the in what you call incursions in Tivoli Garden situation, yes.
yeah,
With the Dudas, it's alleged with the Dudas case.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. So that's why he definitely stepped down. Yeah, and that's that I think that was one of that's his biggest taint. But um a lot of things that he say is on point. You know,
But he do have influence in Parliament. In Parliament, remember, you have representative from different areas in different um parish, right? So and that representative is from a different party. You have the PMP party who is representing, you have the JLP party. And even though Golden is not the prime minister, he still has a lot of influence in terms of the people from different constituencies who are in that party that he is representing. And they do pass information back and forth within the party. So he still have influence in terms of his delegates, speaking to his delegates, and it's the command, how he command things, but
I,
he has to be.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, what you were saying.
I don't think he has much influence on anything. He's an
Nothing.
um he was an ex prime minister, but I don't think that he has necessarily an influence on parliament. Um it's just as the same as I don't think Lisa Hanna have an influence on Parliament either with some of the statements she says, but that doesn't mean that the statements that they are making is not accurate and to the point. America does have us at a stronghold, along with other countries as well. They do, and when you're saying my friend, that's not your friend. You know what I'm saying? So
I
he's
think that
saying things that I'm quite sure that Andrew would love to say, but he
right.
cannot say it at this time. He can't say it. You know, we um Conrad says we are from Jam Chang. Yeah, if you want to say we're from Jam Chang, China, yes. You know what I mean? They do more for us than America. And it's just a battle of the strongest. and we
Yeah,
know
but listen here. You see, the thing is, the lady, China's smart. China do things and they get their money back, but at least they're doing it. So, I mean, they're not doing it for free. That's what I'm saying. But at least they're giving them the opportunity to experience it and to pay for it at a certain time. So they are good for Jamaica. And
That
and
I thought he made an awesome speech.
mhm.
I thought the speech was awesome. It was to the point. Um,
Yes, it was.
and
It
he
was
covered all the bases that needed to be covered.
to be covered. True.
Especially with the Cuban medical um, individuals that was dismissed
That
from their positions in Jamaica. Accepting these this
expedite.
these third world country people to come into the criminals to come to Jamaica. That's those are another issue. So he really, really covered a lot, I feel. And I really would love to know what Andrew's thought is on some of the things that he brought forth, and if he has a rebuttal, would
you know,
he give a rebuttal to that? Once again, happy Jamaica 64th independence to each and every one that has it locked right here. Didn't in the beginning, but want to say big shouts go out to You Choose Radio. Blessings to you, DJ VJ Smiles, Ross Dougal, and the entire crew and listeners over there at You Choose Radio chat room. So blessings to you. Conrad also says that Jamaica can't do without Chinese. We too teeth. You think? Well,
Jamaica was doing a lot without China.
number two, because we
Jamaica,
were supposed to do. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry to respect it. Go ahead.
Jamaica was doing a lot without China
Mhm,
before China come in play.
mhm. They've
China was
always been.
always into it.
They have. I was just going to say that, Queen, that they have always. They
Because
have
I
always.
remember as a little girl, there was a little tiny store down the bottom of the street. It was Chinese. No black never owned a store.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've always been a valid point in
They
Jamaica.
always have the
Since we're
businesses.
since we're reasoning on Jamaica in light of our 64th independence, Jamaica is to petition King Charles III for ruling on slavery reparations. What's your thoughts on
Oh,
that?
please. Please.
Please, exactly.
That's been said for years now.
Oh, that money would go in a Andrew pocket.
Look, half of the people have done 10 feet under already that's supposed to have gotten it. I mean,
But it's going to be done. So it's something
you
that
think so, lady? Lady, do you really, really think it's gonna
I'm not
be
I'm
done?
not saying that the reparations is something that we're going to get, but the thought of Babsy Grange thinking to do that, it is referred that Cultural Minister Olivia Grange has announced that the government will petition King Charles III to refer a series of legal questions on slavery reparations to the Privy Council, marking what she described as the next major legal step in the country's fight for justice over the transatlantic slave trade and slavery. Speaking at the Civil Emancipation Jubilee in St. Anne's, Grange said the process is expected to be challenging and lengthy, but stressed that Jamaica remains committed to securing justice for the nation's ancestors. She urged Jamaicans to rally behind the reparations movement, saying it is one way to honor the sacrifices of enslaved Africans. I'm just trying to figure out what they're getting to with all of
I
that.
don't know. I hope so because I hear the prime minister. All he talked about on his speech, today, was Paul Bogle and strong like Paul Bogle and fighter like Paul Bogle and I'm saying, are you really talking about Paul Bogle? Are you exhibiting his traits. Really?
Every dollar them get from England, only
It's
20
going to
cents.
government. Go ahead.
Every dollar, only 20 cents will go to the people.
Are you lucky say you are look for 20 cents because
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
not even looking at a dollar to go to the people. That's a Jamaican government thing, I feel.
Okay.
And
Look at all the money they got during the storm. Where is it?
yeah,
The people them said they didn't get it, so where is it?
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come of that. One person says Jamaica has not developed any better in 64 years. Your thought for independence got it. And now look at the place. So when you fight for this, what else? Reparations for what? So Uno can pocket all of it. Look at that. What did I just say? All right. And it says England can't pay no reparations. They're broke, especially after Brexit. Even if they did pay it, the average Jamaican wouldn't see a dime. And that's my consensus as well. That Jamaica's not gonna see a dime of that. So I don't know what that push is. I don't know, is that push a distraction that is being played upon the Jamaican people? Dan says the reparations will not benefit the ordinary folks on the island. The politicians will rob up the money. That's exactly what I said to that. I feel that wholeheartedly. Let's right, pick up yourself says, please like and share. Like up the live, folks. Like up the live. I totally agree with you, Dan. No, whom is this to benefit? Because it's not benefit the island. You know what I'm saying? So who is this really going to benefit? Not Jamaican people. So I don't even see the push, and I wonder, is this taxpayers' money that they're going to use to go through all of this business that us
Yeah.
taxpayers are still not even
Yeah, because the investigation is gonna take money. So
money,
no, it's the money that they collected during the storm.
representation? Huh? You know what? Listen. Representation, because even when you bring up the storm, there's another thing that Jamaica is about to do, where I wonder how come it's alleged that so many people still living on the Tripolins and so on in St. Elizabeth. But back to reparations, it's basically the same consensus that Jamaicans won't see a dollar of it. And some person says they can't even handle hurricane relief money. Yes, to want reparations money. All right. And you have some individuals that is definitely going to agree, and they are agreeing, saying that the crown owes the money to to the government. So I mean to the Jamaican people. So
Yeah, we know that, lady, but
of it. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm saying that we know that, and the people knows that, and the government knows that, and England knows this. But I mean, they have been petitioning this, maybe not legally, but this has been talked about and thrown about for many years. You know, about the money that should have been given to the Jamaican people for the crimes that was committed against them.
I'm
You
glad
know,
you said that. I'm glad you said that, because not only my thought is that the people will not get a dollar of all of this. You will never get any of, I don't feel that we will ever get any of these countries to ever pay reparations, because in order
yeah,
to pay reparations, that means that they're going to admit that they enslaved
they were wrong. Yes,
Africans and they were wrong.
yeah.
They're gonna definitely say that's an admittance, and that you did enslave people and you did something wrong, and in the back of their mind, or in the front of their mind, or the sides of their minds, they just feel like they really didn't do anything wrong, so they're not going to pay reparations. So I'm not sure where Babsy Grange going with it, or where the government of Jamaica is trying to go with this one. You can call in and give us your thoughts at 706 what's the number? 707-8952 if you want to call in and chime in on some of these conversations that these reasoning that we are reasoning about with Jamaica, because Jamaica is the topic. It's the land of our birth. It is Jamaica. We are born Jamaicans. The land
Remember,
of our birth.
Yes, y'all are born Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Big ups to the Jamaican people.
Who's that, Noni?
Yes.
On the
Good
line.
night to y'all. I was late getting off work.
But that is okay. That is okay. We understand. It is the top of the hour. So at the top of the hour, I'm gonna touch once again. I'm going to touch once again our anthem. How about that?
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our life through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us visions lest we perish. Darling, send us, Heavenly Father, grant true wisdom from above. Justice should be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
It is Jamaica's national motto is out of many one people, reflecting the country's multiracial roots. The motto symbolizes Jamaica's diverse heritage, acknowledging the blending of African, European, Indian, Chinese, and indigenous Tino ancestries into a unified nation. It appears on the Jamaica coat of arms, accompanied by Tino figures and national symbols. Adopted in 1962, the year of the Jamaica's independence, it emphasizes unity and national identity. The motto remains a central expression of Jamaica's cultural diversity and national unity. Out of many, one people. All right.
Jamaica falling apart, lady, because they lost their godliness. Jamaica used to be so godly and God-fearing, and
you know,
now
why you have to go there, so?
I had to. You have to, because really and truly, spirituality is the foundation of Jamaica. It gives it the strength. Remember, that's what gives Jamaica the strength. Along with the wood and the water and all of that. And the sun.
When you was young, you were doing things what young people don't know. So stop talk.
No, as a child growing up in Jamaica, I left Jamaica when I was 12, almost 13, right? I left Jamaica. And when I was growing up in Jamaica, I was not exposed. After I came here, I was exposed to the corruption. But there,
And
you have to be humble.
That is why I say when you're when you're 18 or 16 to 18 and going down. They should not deport you if you committed a crime, because
Right.
Yeah, you
that
got influence.
says,
You're influence.
that says very few people, if given reparation money, will use the money to uplift themselves and their family. Most will just squander it. You think?
I don't think so. Not know the mind frame of these
Well,
people.
I think it
They
depends
want to
on. I
build.
think it depends on how much money.
That's
Because
it.
That's true.
if
That's
it's
true.
just a little bit of money that can't really mash hands, then yeah, most of them might go take it and get a little dinner and get a bottle of champagne and bust and say, "Poof, we get your
Kind of
money."
wondering.
Huh?
I'm kind of wondering if Dan and Conrad related.
He's a madman, you know.
Dan and Smiles sometimes, then just act like they don't live with people, or them shows that people are gonna get $1 million and waste it. Me no want to sound no way, but me no like the talk when you make it seem like say I raise the people, or certain people get money, and then they not gonna wake up and do the right thing, then it's a waste it. Um, I think those talks is not for nowadays. Nowadays we're supposed to talk positive with hoping say if I get $1 million, respect I do the right things. I go
Yeah, they're
along
gonna build a
and
brick house.
Well, that is definitely the hope. The
Mhm.
respect, that is the hope. But
the next
with what we see in society right now, with them squandalizing a lot of things, then
but
that is why the statement is being made, I would say,
we,
in
we start,
defense,
if you
of
don't speak
Dan.
it into existence. Don't speak it into existence.
No, but it's already in existence. It's
Why
already in existence,
don't
especially
be
for
one
And
of
me.
it?
I
Because
still disagree with both of y'all.
I'm not gonna speak about nobody. Dan have a big show coming up. And me I say, boy, Dan I gonna mash it up. And that me want happen. Want Dan show to be successful. So me not got no hesitation and say, boy, Dan show now, Dan show cha.
But
Dan
you
just
have
show
to
up,
speak
mash
real,
up, so
you have to speak
nice,
truth.
so nice.
But you have to speak truth, the respect that. I
Positive.
understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from and
And
what
and
you're
and, and I still don't think that they would squander it because not the temperature that is out there now. Let me tell you some people building and people see other building and they want to build too. So I think they
Right,
will build.
right,
And especially with that storm tearing down them board houses, everybody now trying to gear towards brick house.
right.
Okay? So I think they would spend the money correctly and spend it to improve their life and their livelihood because even the money now that they're getting from these YouTubers, they're building. I see this woman, she had lost everything and she started brick by brick. If you see her, she all up mix the putty and put the putty and then put the brick down. They are motivated. I guess maybe the storm woke them up. I don't know what it is. You know, it took them a while though to wake up, but it seemed like they are waking up and they're going, they have goals. They want to build, you know. I
um
even said where some of them are even going back to farming because they find that they need to farm in order to have some freedom.
um Smile says Jamaica will never change. Get ready for the Chinese Prime Minister. Her.
You know, he like putting buzz in. He like to put buzz in the hair.
and, and he says the respect of what's a perfect world. I you know what I mean. Sometimes I wonder about the respect. You know, sometimes he's I don't know. The respect of flip flop. You know, in flip flop, one minute the respect would say it cannot happen. It will not happen. And then the next day, the respecter getting positive juice. And then for the show that pure talking about pure positive outcomes. Let's look at the positive outcomes. Well, what's your thought as to Jamaica donating 250,000 US dollars to support Cuba and Venezuela?
What?
If they can afford it,
I understand Cuba,
the
but
road not fixed.
Yeah, Cuba and Venezuela.
Cuba,
It's
no.
well, it states here that the Jamaican government has pledged US 250,000 to support CARICOM's humanitarian relief efforts in Cuba and Venezuela. Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Kamina Johnson Smith announced during a post cabinet briefing at Jamaica House. According to the minister, Cuba continues to face a severe humanitarian and energy crisis due to ongoing fuel shortage and the lingering effects of Hurricane Melissa, while Venezuela is recovering after being struck by two major earthquakes on June 24th. Johnson Smith also extended Jamaica's sympathies to the people of Guyana, Japan, and Ghana, who are also recovering from recent tragedies.
So what about Haiti?
I think Haiti has just always been in Haiti has been in crisis for. But my question, you're saying what about Haiti? But my question to you, when I said Cuba and Venezuela, you said Cuba you can understand, but not Venezuela. Why that? Why that statement?
Because think about it. What have Venezuela done for the Caribbean?
But does it matter what a person does for the Caribbean as they're in crisis? There's people that are dying over there.
But they did donate finances and what have you when we had the storm.
We did have.
Yeah, when during hurricane time,
I
they
think
did.
even Venezuela president came over.
Yeah, they did a lot during that time. But not just that, they're still part of the CARICOM. And if CARICOM, they're part of CARICOM, then they should stick together. And that's what's gonna make it great, make CARICOM great in terms of, because remember that consists of the Caribbean and some of the Spanish countries. So therefore, um if CARICOM is supporting this, then and Jamaica is part of CARICOM, then they should contribute. Now, what I'm kind of interested in is can they afford to that amount of money with the problem that Jamaica is also facing, you know? But I understand in Venezuela because a lot of those high-rise buildings had fell on top of people and what have you, so they need help to recover as individual and as a people as on a whole. But
Don says Jamaica owes Cuba much gratitude for all they've done for us in
for
the
us, yes,
70s, which they
yeah,
have done a lot and they continue to do a lot because even
yeah.
the other day, it's I thought I saw a news and it had been an alleged, I'll put alleged somewhere in there, or all over it, where after they sent home the Cuban doctors and nurses, they had to draw back for some more. And I think we had a reason on it where we even said, I wouldn't even go back there after they kicked
Mhm.
me out. We
That's
would
it.
go back there, you know. So yeah, I agree with you, Dan, that Jamaica does owe Cuba, but in that same sentence, why they didn't think of that when they decided to kick them out?
I think they're looking at it as the humanitarian aid. That's how they're looking. They're not looking on all of that stuff, lady. They're just doing it's like a aid relief, you know? And each country is responsible to contribute a certain amount because they're part of the CARICOM movement. So therefore, I'm just considering and wondering about the amount that they are offering. Can they afford to do that at this point with all the destruction, all the intra stuff that needs to be done? You know, the roads, the water system, all of that needs to be done. Can they afford to contribute that much?
Mm. Well, whether they can afford to or not, they're doing it. They're doing it. I'm just wondering when the people is going to get the help. The people in Jamaica is going to get the help that they also need. The respect,
Need,
saints,
yeah.
the
I was
respect to you. Mhm.
I was saying that they're taking the people's money to get another country.
Mm.
Yeah, But I guess one hand washes the other. I guess they're saying they have to do
That's
something.
it. Yeah,
Sit there
that's
and
it.
do nothing because when they were in the need, they did.
They helped too. They came to Jamaica and help after the storm. Yeah, the
The
character.
The colors of the Jamaican flags are black, which represent the strength and creativity of the Jamaican people. Gold symbolizes the natural wealth and beauty of sunlight, and green stands for hope and the agricultural resources of the country. The flag features a gold saltire that divides the flag into four sections: two green, top and bottom, and two black. Hoist and fly.
Who came up with that?
I'm just giving you information about Jamaica. It's Jamaica independence. Huh?
The committees that they had in those days came up with
Yeah,
it.
that's where that's it. I'm just giving worldflags101.com.
No, the
So,
black is supposed to be
uh-huh.
darkness.
Black is supposed to be
Dark,
darkness.
darkness.
Darkness that came from the Nani and our army fighting at night and could see through the darkness to kill all them soldiers. To do all that they did at night during darkness. No joke. I'm being for real. It's there.
I'm listening to you, but that's well, you know what? They write what they want to write. I don't know what it costs or as the black, green, and gold due to its form and colors. The flag of Jamaica has been said to have had been directly inspired by the national flag of Scotland. Okay. Furthermore, this is coming from that part that I spoke of was coming from Wikipedia, and the other part was flags101.com that was speaking in regards to the symbolization and so on for the Jamaica flag. The Britannica says after dissolution of the West Indies Federation, a group formed in 1958 of British Rhode Island, Jamaica moved quickly to establish a national flag in anticipation of its independence day, August 6th. The legislative committee responsible agreed that the flag should have the colors black, yellow, and green. These stood for difficulties faced by the nation black. So I don't know if that's where your darkness come from, the respecter. Is
Yes.
natural wealth and the beauty of its sunlight, yellow, and agriculture and hope, which green. This was summed up in the phrase hardship there are, but the land is green and the sun shineth. The proposed flag has unequal horizontal stripes of green, yellow, and green when it was discovered that this was similar to the new national flag of I might chop up this song now Tanguyaki, now in Tanzania. The the present design incorporating a diagonal division of the black and green surmounted by a yellow saltire was selected. This saltire was distinctive, but it did not have any official symbolic. So I don't know where you get the darkness business from, the respect about.
You just read it.
Who told you about the darkness
You
business?
just read it.
Okay.
Maybe talking about the struggles that they have been through.
Struggles. Maybe
That's
maybe
the
that's,
darkness. Yeah.
maybe that's what
To
it's talking.
change things a bit for their own benefit.
It's Jamaica's 64 independence. Are we really independent?
Let's
Some
stop.
people
Stop
say
that.
no.
Let's stop that. We are independent. F those who don't think so. Be independent.
We're independent.
When I
So,
hold on
okay.
of it, let them go to hell.
Ah,
But you know, we are independent, but we're still following what everybody else says.
No, people just like to corrupt people. They like to corrupt and keep the corruption going and keep the hatred going and the styling and dissing going. Instead of think positive and do positive things. People suffer. People died for us.
thank you, Dan. Dan, that's why I got to love Dan, because Dan love back me up, That's far from it. Thank you, Dan. Let go ahead, no respect. Continue to say what.
And dance, we're gonna bed together. I love each other too much. And if we're gonna bed together. Everything you see, you laugh and smile and support him.
Oh my God.
You and Dan, they're on the same page. It's all right. Go on.
Great,
We know what I talk about.
great minds think alike. How
We know
about
what
that?
I talk about.
Yeah, great minds think alike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it says here out of Jamaica Observer, January 6th independence from Great Britain. This is on the heel of Emancipation Date. Provide for many welcome relief. Well, as it says, as readers of this column may recall, they said they have argued repeatedly that though we may have gained political independence and are working our way towards economic resilience, it is clear that we are not a truly independent people. One of the fulcrum of my concern has to do with our judicial independence. One of the most fundamental characteristics of an independent people is their ability to make laws which speak to how they govern themselves. Yet, after 64 years of independence, the final appeal regarding any law made in Jamaica is still under the direction, determination, and jurisdiction of our former colonial masters. In fact, no bill can become law unless it is signed by the king's representatives in Jamaica, the governor general. When a Jamaican has to make an appeal when a Jamaican has to make an appeal to any judicial matter, he or she has to make it to the Privy Council, which is based
Yeah.
on metropole, that we say we are independent of this. This is a fundamental contradiction of any notion of independence that we should hold dear. And we seem to be in no hurry to change it. Successive governments over the past 50 years have spoken of their desire to do so, but they have failed terribly to affect any change. This and other aspects of constitutional reform have been trumpeted on political platform by both major political parties as matter to be addressed, but we have nothing to show for all of the noise. As I write the process in bogging down in a quagmire of partisanship, largely from the opposition, which is adamant that any future discussion on the matter must first address our final appellate court. Both parties need to understand that all well thinking Jamaicans are tired of the political pussyfooting and want to see a serious effort of the part of the political leadership to get this done. And this must involve the full participation of the Jamaican people. Yeah.
Well, Dan, we can't same show them every year. But you know what?
You're hot for Dan tonight.
Why you not say Dan hot tonight? Dan.
Yeah, hear what Dan said. Dan says, I hope the respecter listened to what Lady D just read. I don't think he just listened, you know.
But
I
why?
don't think
I
he
think you're
listened,
one-sided.
Dan. It's not one-sided, it's
Bad
fact.
mind.
It's not bad mind, it's facts,
Bad
though.
mind, you love Dan. Dan have a wife already.
Wait a minute here. Wait a minute
Hey,
here.
remember,
Thank
the
you,
only
Cody.
thing
Thank
that they
you,
were
Cody.
saying why Jamaica is not independent, a few years ago they started it, is that Jamaica cannot be independent because England's still pressing the money, printing the money for Jamaica. That was the only obstacles of why people were saying Jamaica is not independent. The money
Not just
part of
that, but if you need to go to the way you call it court, you have to go to England. Remember with the case with cartel and whatever, they had to take it to England. They had to go to England to
yeah,
try it.
that was taken away and somebody put it back in action. It wasn't there. Somebody brought it back in. Somebody changed that along the way. It was only the money control that they still had over Jamaica. The
They have
printing.
more than that now.
And they put it
Well,
back.
from what Lady just read, the Governor General, and he was always present from I was a child coming up, and he was always the representative of England to Jamaica. And he was the one that did all of that stuff. He signed all those legal papers and what have you. And I think it's still being practiced there.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right now. So I don't
Well,
know how
So
you can.
Jamaica still the land that I love. Jamaica, sweet, sweet Jamaica.
Yes, yes, yes. It's the land of my birth, and it's
with
the
all the chaos and all the craziness and all the thieving politicians and and all the damaged roads and all of that, Jamaica is still the best. When I go out there, I rejuvenate and I come back and I can deal with
none like
whatever.
there's none like it. None like it.
And
King,
Noni, you just went the other day, right? You know how it is, right, Mama?
No, I'm leaving the end of August for a whole week. So yeah, I'm gonna rejuvenate. I'm gonna be a yardie for a week.
all right. Why not? Why not? Smile says England is the prison warden to the world. It is. And if I kept reading, they brought up the same person in his presentation, brought up um England and ruling the world and still ruling America as well as Jamaica. But good things on Jamaica. Kingston Harbor Walk set to transform into a world-class waterfront destination. The Urban Development Corporation has unveiled its vision for the Kingston Harbor Walk, a redevelopment project designed to create a vibrant, world-class waterfront destination where business, recreation, culture, and public spaces come together. The proposed development will feature modern infrastructure, sustainable design, and enhance public amenities with the aim of reshaping Jamaica's capital and creating a dynamic waterfront for residents and visitors alike. I don't, you know,
who is
thought in a lot of these things is the beauty of Jamaica.
Mhm.
I think a lot of it is being taken away from all of this development, the naturalness of it,
The
the
naturalness of it,
trees,
yeah.
the trees and the
Yeah.
and the water and the just the serenity
Mhm.
of it with all of these buildings and waterfront projects and all of these other developments that they're coming with all the hotels taking over the rivers and the seas and
And
it,
half of them are not being owned by Jamaicans, actual Jamaicans. They are being owned by foreign investors.
Mhm.
how
And
is that?
that's the bad part of it.
Oh, you hear Dan? Dan says that's what I said. America is not independent. We are ruled by the UK. We are ruled by the UK. And I'm telling you, if I had finished reading everything, Dan, what this gentleman say, it will make people go things that makes you go, It would really make
Mhm.
you think on who is basically running the place.
Yeah.
Feel for
We
you.
know England
All
is.
right,
Yeah.
says Noni the Jews, try the sugar cane in Jamaica. I
Okay.
tell you, I had a visitor from Jamaica and they bought me some cane. I said the cane, nice.
Sweet.
Well,
Ooh,
I ate off the whole
sound
bag.
good. Mm.
I ate off the whole bag, I'm telling you. But we want to say happy birthday to you, Noni. Happy
Happy
Thank you.
birthday, sis.
yeah.
Oh,
Happy
happy birthday
birthday.
Birthday
to
to ya.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Noni.
you.
Thank y'all so much.
You are welcome. And
Celebrating the whole month. I'm excited.
the
That's
entire
right,
Hope
girl.
y'all
Go
can make it to
on.
my party
and
next
you're having
Friday.
your party at the Vibes, and that's on the 18th, is it?
The 14th next
14th,
Friday.
the 14th, and the colors are what? Jeans and
Yes, denim
White
and
and
white.
white,
Mix and match.
white.
white.
Yeah.
All right. So big ups to you. Happy birthday. I'm wishing nothing but blessing, prosperity, and happiness for you in all that you do in all your endeavors. All
Oh,
right.
thank you for that. Always. The whole panel. Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome.
You welcome.
Donna's in the house. That's
Hey, Donna.
America's
Hey
200.
Donna.
Donna says America's 250th independence is a joke. She says they are destroying America. Yeah, America, yeah. Wait a minute. Who's destroying America, Donna? The Republicans that you love? Wait a minute, Donna. You are the Republican lady. You are 47's advocate. How are they destroying America, Donna? Who is they? Yeah, Donna was one of them that was just going all for 47 and the Republicans. I've noticed a lot of Republicans switching over. I noticed a lot of JLP folks are switching over as well. All right, so yeah,
Maybe there will be a shift in the governments.
maybe there would be.
Maybe there'll be a shift. They're pushing for Democrat to take over Congress and the House of the Representative for next term.
Okay.
Did y'all get the flyers for this Saturday?
No, when you sent it to us?
Several times. It's in the Reasoning Thursday on WhatsApp. And
So
it's
give us a little bit of insight and then let's get back to Jamaica. I didn't even get to play yet what
Lisa Anna said.
Had to say. But yeah, here we goes, the respecter. Here we goes.
Reggae Vibes presents Daily Runs, Jamaica Independence Festival, August 8th, 114 Wilson Road, Hampton, Georgia. Featuring from Jamaica, I Grow, Sir DJ Charger, and from out of Atlanta, Grace the Goddess, the Respecter, Maxine Lyons, and Cooley from Florida, Singer T, and out of New York, Jate, and from Chicago, Dangerous. There will be food, drinks, cakes, yankers, dancers, giveaways, vendors, and more. Sponsored by Caribbean Life TV, Reggae Vibes Caribbean Cuisine, Rollback Production LLC, Rick Vibes, and Fun for Life Magazine.
Hold on, there is more.
Steel Pan, Moko Jumbe, GIG, Kid Zone, Harold Moore, plus a live band back in Jelly Ranks.
Hosted by Lady Sabrina, Sir DJ Chaja, and Lucian.
The Jamaica Independence Festival on Saturday, August 8th at Reggae Vibes 114 Woolsey Road over there in Hampton, Georgia. See you there, and let's have some fun. Remember, 21 beverage year of famous show. Come on.
All right, that is going on, Delarangs. The only reason why I'm even mentioning this event is because the respect is going to be on it. And I say this with all due respect to all the promoters and stuff in Atlanta. I get their flyers and I get their announcements, and they come send me and they ask, Lady D, can I come on your show? And but yet no one is supporting the radio station. So I'm not into all of this advertisement and no support. Okay. So I will, and support is even as well. I say, all right, let me give you all some tickets to give out. Let me do something, give couple. There's no form of support, but yet, I've got called from the associations. I get called from all these people that want to come on the program, but none of them is supporting the program. So I'm only doing this because you're on it, the respecter.
But they're not giving no VIP passes to the big shows.
I'm sorry?
Like when Barry's come to town, you're supposed to get a VIP invitation.
I'm supposed to get a VIP invitation, but they come and ask me to play it on my station. I'm not even going to go through that on the station because that's not necessary. But I'm just saying the only reason, telling you, the respecter, the only reason why I'm doing this tonight is because you're on it. All righty? So Donna says the Democrats, and I promote DJ Smiles and You Choose Radio things because they do support and they carry the programming. Okay. So blessings to You Choose Radio once again, Victoria's 89.1 FM radio. Blessings to you as well. But yeah, Donna now changed. Donna said it's the Democrats. Donna, always the Democrats pushing up the place and they're not. It's a question that I even saw someone asked. Someone was doing this podcast, and then this person must have texted and said, oh, the PNP, and he got so angry because he says everything I'm talking about PNP, and PNP is not in office. So it's the same thing with with you, Donna. Now you coming with they're destroying America, but yet they're not in office. The Republicans have the House, the Republicans have the Senate, the Republicans have the judicial system, the Republicans have the presidency, the White House. How is the Democrats mashing up the place? I don't understand. It's the same thing. It's the same thing lingua they use with even Jamaica. I don't understand how can another party who has no power whatsoever can be mashing up someplace. Come on, Dana.
Possible.
Huh?
It's not possible.
It's not possible. But yet they're always getting the shit end of the stick that they're the one that is mashing up something. Man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Spanish Town Hospital, they're saying that development, since we're talking of Jamaica, because it's the land of Albert. It is the land of Albert. But you know what? Before I even go into that, Spanish Town Hospital, they're saying that it's almost completed, which I think that's a good thing. That is a really, 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 really good thing that's going on. That's about to be completed, and I'm hoping that it will service the people that needs it. Right, the new Spanish Town Hospital development almost ready for operation, and so kudos to them on that. In Lisa Hannah gonna touch that her little speech right here, which I thought was something very, very good. I thought she made some clean points as to investing in Jamaica and Jamaicans, and I don't know why.
She always speaks positive, lady. Even after the hurricane, she put out some good questions and good points.
Every time I get ready to
Can't pull it up.
it always never wants to come up. But I'm gonna play it from my phone because she made some valid points in some of the things that she was saying, and I'm hoping that Andrew then would take some of her advice as to ways to help the people and for the people to get some type of money coming from Jamaica. Okay, listen to her here.
We can import it at 40% with an import duty at 40%, while chicken, the staple for most of us, is taxed over 200% in Jamaica. Yeah. So in Jamaican supermarkets, and I want you to follow me for this one because I'm going to get very technical, but I know all of us are feeling it. So in Jamaican supermarkets, a whole chicken weighs an average of what? About 1.7 kilograms. That's about 3.8 pounds. You see that bird? It costs us about, on average, depending on where you go, 1,860 Jamaican dollars. Meanwhile, in the United States, this very same chicken, this very same whole chicken can sell for $5. That's 809 Jamaican dollars at the current exchange rate, half the price. So Jamaicans are paying 125% more for the same protein. And before anybody rush me, because they don't love rush me, and say, Lisa, we don't want any imported chicken from the United States because it this and that. Here's the spoiler. We already eat imported chicken. The chicken backs and leg quarters flooding our wholesale market. When we go out to wholesale and say, sell me 4 pound of chicken or sell me 10 pound of chicken. Yeah, where do you think it comes from? So let's look at it regionally now, make a balance the thing. In the Cayman Islands, for example, and Cayman is just a stone throw away. The average cost per pound for a whole chicken is about $2.40 CI. And remember, the CI dollar is stronger than the US dollar. So that's about $2, call it 90 cents for a pound of chicken. So come January, the Caymanians are going to move minimum wage to $8.75 CI. That's about $10.50 US. So if you think about it, work back with me and follow me. If you just work 1 hour in Cayman based on your income, you can buy, call it 3.9 pound, call it 4 pound of chicken. Here in Jamaica, our minimum wage is about $4 per hour. And we've raised the minimum wage, the government has, and they plan to do it again. But currently, we pay about $2.50 US per hour at minimum wage. Now, if you look at the math, go back and look at what you pay for chicken in the supermarket. That can only buy you, based on the pound, not even a pound of chicken. Call it 0.66 pounds of chicken for a whole chicken. So if you work minimum wage, you must work nearly 5 hours, right, for buy that or to buy a pound. So follow me. So let's put it even more plainly. You see, in Cayman, if you work 1 hour, you can secure a family-sized portion of protein. But in Jamaica, that same effort barely stretches to feed a teenager. And this is a silent crisis of protein poverty and the cruel irony that has been unfolding in Jamaica that I've gotten up on my feet in Parliament and spoken about. I've written ad nauseum about in my columns because I know the detriment that we will face with future generations if we don't feed our country properly and allow our people to afford food, basic macro essential nutrients. So we know carbohydrates and fats are important, but doctors will tell you that protein is one of the most important macronutrients that helps with your body's resilience, healthy aging, building muscles, repairs tissues, supports immunity. You can go and look it up because it's not me say so. But the doctor them, right? And I can tell you. So here, unfortunately, protein and to buy protein is a luxury. And this is a quiet crisis at the heart of every grocery bill. You just have to look at families walking the aisles and when you pick up the chicken and you look at them. What used to be a centerpiece of Jamaican dinner is now priced like a delicacy. Right? A tray of breast. If you ask Jamaicans when last time buy a whole chicken, I'm going to tell you something. I can't buy a whole chicken. I forgot a wholesale go buy it. Or we have a piece and do little things for make tin mackerel, all kinds of things. And often protein is pushed off the plate and it's replaced by starches. Yeah, that can fill the belly. It give calories. Yes.
All right. Unfortunately, I picked up the wrong one. Here goes the right one. I do apologize. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to play the right one next week because the time is going. I'm going to see if I could forward this one. That's why it wasn't playing, because I picked up the wrong one. I sent the wrong one to the email. Although in this one as well, she was making some valid points also.
Yeah.
So
I
didn't even
learned a lot.
Our minimum wage is $2.50.
No manners.
Eh?
You don't have any manners. She said a lot of things.
The minimum wage is $2.50, people.
No, that's an important thing, but she don't have manners.
Who not have manners?
The woman. How she go on this Cayman Island like that?
How she this Cayman Island?
Cayman Island is just a stone throw away.
It's a stone throw away from Jamaica. It's right there.
Not far, yeah.
Jamaica, what are you talking about?
Somebody's country.
Huh?
It's somebody's country.
So she not thought she spoke positively about the Cayman Islands. She's saying how they treating their citizens well by giving them a good.
You're lucky say you follow up the respect. And me not following up the respect.
You're not manners.
Me not following up the respect. Man, I really wanted to play this one with Lisa Hannah for you all, but it's not the right one because this
the bottom line, lady, is that we need to reevaluate and no matter what the respecters say, we need to really reevaluate, are we free, are we really independent, and we need to really realize that we are to a point but not completely. There are certain things that needs to be done in order for us to be completely independent, And at this point, I don't think Jamaica can be solely independent at this point.
Can I
Um,
answer? Can I answer you?
Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm gonna answer you. I'm gonna answer Dan and Donna. Everybody, Lady D, all of you. I'm gonna answer you all. A country is not free if you're controlled by that country's government. Every move you make, you gotta pay, you gotta watch how you drive, you gotta watch what you do. You're not free.
That's just rules. You
You know,
everywhere, everybody have to have rules. Even in the workforce, you have to have rules in the
I,
office.
I can't bother, you know.
none
I
of us,
can't bother with music. Thank you.
Even in the office setting, you have to have rules. Everywhere you have to have rules. In the schools, you have to have rules. Just the same, in government, everywhere you have to have rules. So I don't knock the rules.
I don't bother with the respect.
But really and truly, Jamaica have a lot of building up that they need to do, and the building up needs to be geared towards its citizens and the needs of its citizens. And I rest my argument. It's now 5:50.
Yes, so we're gonna get
9:53.
off the air, but next week,
Yeah.
we're definitely going to be touching um the controversy with the child that went to the young boy that went to
Yeah.
school wearing a dress.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
The mother expressed frustration, claiming discrimination, and the child was mocked, etc., etc. In school. Also, want to touch the third person be arrested over the death threats tied to Nolan Wells
Oh no.
case,
Yeah.
because that case is still going on. Autopsy
Yeah.
reports are coming out.
Yeah.
All of those things are still in play.
But lady, I know we're gonna check it next week. But
Yes,
but don't you think that's crazy for you to be going on public media and telling about you gonna kill?
of
Uh,
course, it's
mm,
definitely that's a threat. You know,
mm.
also the flock cameras whom is searching all over the place to find a woman who leave the city of Texas to get an abortion. So they're looking for her
crazy. That's crazy.
using all the cameras, okay, to find this woman that went in, and I guess because she wants to go and have an abortion. So now they're searching for her, I guess, to arrest her and lock her up for wanting to get it. And in our neighborhood report, our association with the a couple of complaints have been made to even my our association here in my subdivision, because they are putting up these flat cameras everywhere. And it was put in a group that last week they found some other flat cameras on this street facing one of the schools, because one of the schools is kind of adjacent. And it is causing a big uproar that you know everyone is being surveillance left and right, and that we are not even noticing the amount of flat cameras that they are placing in all of these neighborhoods, not just here in Georgia but all of the other states as well. So be mindful of your surroundings and look and see if all of a sudden a camera just appear upon your street. And the majority of them is being alleged to be done by the solar. So it's not even where you can cut the wire.
Well, they also
They-
tap the ring
Y'all
doorbell.
go, y'all go pull out that panel, huh?
They're also tapping into our ring doorbell.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're tapping into every camera. And this
Mm.
is why I totally have I plugged out all the Alexas in my home, because you're not even having any privacy now in your home. And even on my phone, I don't know who's gonna try to get me, but most whom knows me knows my home. I have a home phone, and they're gonna have to try to reach me on that, because when you're having conversations, do this ever happen to anyone? And then we have to go. But when you're talking, do your phone automatically just start to say, and no, we could not find that.
Yes.
Like somebody else talking on.
Alexa do that too.
I'm not even talking to them. Even on my phone, the thing that they call oh my God, all of these little detection things that you can talk to on your phone.
Gemini and all of them. Yeah.
You all better start turning these things off.
Siri, yeah, Siri.
Yeah.
Siri, Gemini, all of it. Mine is Gemini.
They're copying every darn thing that you are saying and doing. They're reading you, they're studying you, they're all of this thing. I was reading this article, but it happened to me like 2 times this week where the thing just came up and started talking. I said, but watch this, no man. It have a
But
conversation.
But you know what else, too, lady? Have you been typing something on the phone and then it start typing for you, putting words that you didn't even think of?
No, it hasn't done that. But what it does is everything that I search for, it starts to pop up regular on my phone now. So
Yeah.
let's say if I searched for a certain juice, this juice start popping up every time now in my feed. Not even in my feed, but on my phone. I'm like, even in my email, I'm like, we are fully surveilled.
AI,
Yeah,
yes.
we're being tracked for sure.
With fully. Let's Scribe says Gemini. Donna says voice search engines. Yeah, all of those stuff. We listen, people. We're gonna have to start turning off or deleting some of these things off of our phones. But I
Yes.
know for a fact I have plugged out all of my Alexas throughout my house. So you know,
But it's not totally gone. It's stored in your drive.
no.
It's not totally wiped out.
No,
I plug it out. So
Mm.
it is not getting any power to read my stuff. Donna says we are fully plugged, and let's Cry says you can't. Of course, if you can't, what do you mean you can't? You can't delete them off of your phone?
No, they say it's in your drive, in your hard drive. That's why they can go back years and go into these computers and pull out the conversations and what have you, D. It's not totally gone.
Let's try to leave the phone and go outside. We have to talk about
Like
right.
it's archived. Yeah, it's archived for a while. Yeah, inside
this
your phone.
as well next week because we have to go. We have to go. We're going to talk about this next week. Yeah. So tell a friend and a friend and a family member that yeah, it's hot every week, but it's going to be hotter next week. Love you all. Thank you. Let's Scribe. Thanks you, Donna, each and every one that is listening, that did not comment and that who sent me a text on my phone. Want to say big shout to you all. Happy birthday to you, Noni. Happy birthday to my niece Chandel. Happy birthday
Yeah.
to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blessings upon blessings. And to each and every one that is celebrating a birthday, for all who have lost a loved one, such as the Reed family, ourselves. We also, we're sending our prayers of love and hope. There's a GoFundMe that is going around. We ask that you all can go up to please donate to the assistance of Manuel burial. So if you go on my page or you look through anything, it was sent to me. So we're pushing it out there for any form of assistance. Alrighty, we love you. We thank you. The respect to you. Want to say River Dolce?
Arrivederci.
Okay. Let's Noni.
Okay, I want to say great show tonight. Thank everybody for listening on all the platforms. See you next week. I'm out.
All right, Queen.
Again, happy Independence Day to you, Jamaica. Even if it's not for the people, for Jamaica. I love you guys. See you next week. Remember, share this program, okay? And like, okay? Arrivederci. See you next week.
Blessings. Let's Scribe says good night. Good night to
Good
each and
night,
every like,
everyone.
share, subscribe. All righty. And share. Good night. Happy Independence.
Happy Independence.
This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica. The land of my birth.
You're in tune to the
Never
Powerhouse
leave the
Radio,
shores.
linking
I
the
will
world
No, sir.
to
never
the
run
Caribbean.
away. I will always live.
Cake.
I'm so tired. What a confrontation this will be. Now look at me.